Well, the centre meanwhile has put the ball in the Karnataka government's court in the case of the death of IAS officer DK Ravi. Home Minister Rajnath Singh has told the Lok Sabha that it is ready for a CBI probe into the matter. It is, however, up to the state government to seek the CBI's involvement in the case. This even as BJP MLAs are marching to the governor's residence in Bengaluru demanding a CBI probe into the death of IAS officer DK Ravi. Meanwhile, protests inside and outside the Karnataka Assembly forced an adjournment till Monday.
कर्नाटक में एक IAS अधिकारी की हत्या को मामले को लेकर सांसदों का एक प्रतिनिधिमंडल मुझसे मिला था और उस प्रतिनिधिमंडल ने मुझसे CBI जांच कराए जाने की मांग की थी और इसके अतिरिक्त कुछ सीनियर IAS अधिकारियों के द्वारा भी यह मांग की जा रही है। मैंने इस संबंध में कर्नाटक के चीफ मिनिस्टर से बातचीत की। उन्होंने मुझे यह बताया है कि 2 दिनों के अंदर कुछ और रिपोर्ट प्राप्त हो जाने के बाद मैं डिटेल्ड जानकारी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को मैं दूंगा। यह वहां के चीफ मिनिस्टर ने मुझसे कहा है। लेकिन मैं यह बतलाना चाहता हूं यदि स्टेट गवर्नमेंट चाहती है कि इसकी CBI जांच हो तो जो ही स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की रिकमेंडेशन CBI जांच के लिए प्राप्त होगी तो मैं समझता हूं कि केंद्र सरकार CBI जांच कराने को पूरी तरह से तैयार है।
The centre is open to a CBI probe provided the state government recommends. One is what Home Minister Rajnath Singh there said. Let me go across to Deputy Editor Brijesh Pandey for more details. Brijesh, the recommendation of course has to come from the state for CBI's involvement in the matter. What is stopping the state government from doing so? What are the MPs from Karnataka telling you all?
Not serious with the probe and they are not trusting the state government agencies, be it the police or the CID. And they say that the death of an honest officer, IAS officer like DK Ravi, who was taken on mining in milling barons, they say that this kind of investigation only the CBI is equipped to do because it will do an investigation without any bias of local politics. And that is the reason why BJP MPs since yesterday has been creating a lot of pressure on their own government. Yesterday, Union Minister Anant Kumar and several other MPs from Karnataka made a representation to Home Minister, and there was also a demand by IAS officers from Bangalore. But the Home Minister has today clarified that they are as much ready to constitute a probe. They cannot do so until the state government asks them. So I think the next 48 hours are crucial when the state government, the state chief minister has told Home Minister Rajnath Singh that they are waiting for a couple of reports. And once the government goes through it, then they will be able to brief the Home Minister about this particular suicide of an IAS officer.
Brijesh, many thanks for joining us with those details. Clearly, the government has made its contention clear in the Lok Sabha today. The centre has said that it is waiting for a recommendation from the state. It is open to a CBI probe, provided the state recommends one. Remember, so far, the state insists on a CID probe. The Chief Minister has not yet approached the centre for a CBI probe. Let's now also listen in to Jitendra Singh.
Centre has taken cognizance of DK Ravi case. They have sought a report. We have with us Dr. Jitendra Singh. So you look after the Department of Personnel. He's an IAS officer and obviously a whole talk about how he was victimized for being a whistleblower. How did he respond to that and what sort of a report has been sought?
No, see, as far as the seeking of the report is concerned, that is a matter which is related to the Ministry of Home Affairs. But as far as we in DOPT are concerned, we have made it clear that if we receive a request for CBI inquiry, we will certainly take the call.
I was going to come to that. Obviously, there has been a demand by the opposition parties, including the BJP, for a CBI probe. Now, can you really go ahead with a CBI probe if the state government doesn't approach you for that?
There are certain norms and certain procedures to be followed that the DOPT usually follows. So ideally, if there is a request from the state government, it will make our task easier. But we will certainly take the call that we made it clear.
One final question, and that should be related to the whistleblowing. There was also a talk about how he was being a whistleblower. He was in the know of a huge scam, especially regarding the real estate. Has there been any approach from the IAS lobby or from any other people, from the family members to you for a CBI probe? What is your department really aware of?
No, I believe there have been certain representations to the Ministry of Home Affairs. But as far as we in DOPT are concerned, we've not been directly approached, and perhaps rightly so, because we come into the picture only when there is a request for the CBI inquiry.
How seriously are you taking this particular case, considering that this man was a whistleblower?
No, we take every case seriously which comes to us, and we will certainly respond in the right earnestness.
How will the centre act?
Centre usually follows a procedure, and then the case is referred to the CBI, and I'm sure we'll take the call when it comes.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. That was Dr. Jitendra Singh speaking to Headlines Today. With camera person Sanjeev, this is Kamaljeet Sandhu in Delhi for Headlines Today.